Hi there, my name's Alex Priestley. I'm applying for the Early Childhood Intervention Practitioner role, and I hope you don't mind that I've made a few notes on my laptop, so I'll be looking away from the camera now and then. But basically, I'm a special education teacher at the Cheshire School, which is a school for students with quite severe social and emotional challenges, learning difficulties, and the majority of them have ASD, ADHD, and a background of trauma. I'm also a disability support worker, and I founded a NDIS program that focuses on social inclusion for students like the ones that go to the Cheshire, called Play and Connect, which is we basically go out on the weekends and promote their social participation through structured and guided community access. I hold a Master of Education and a Bachelor of Health Science, which I completed at Victoria University and the University of South Australia, respectively. I'm really excited about the role that you've advertised because I feel it brings the areas together which I'm most passionate about, which is supporting children's development, supporting families to support their children through that development, helping children build skills that make a genuine difference in their lives. And I'm particularly drawn to this role because I feel like it focuses on the same kind of values that I do, which is helping that whole child and their family within the environments that children naturally is in. So kindergarten, primary schools, or even just at home. Question 2, tell us about one child or young person you achieved a wonderful outcome with. So I've had a few working at the Cheshire School, but there's one that really resonates with me. But basically, it was a child with autism, ADHD, and significant trauma background. When I first began supporting him, he found changes, challenging tasks, non-preferred activities, and social situations extremely difficult. This would result in him becoming frequently overwhelmed, and that overwhelmed would look like dysregulation that would result in him leaving the environment, absconding, or becoming even verbally and physically aggressive towards people in his vicinity. So my first priority to try and support him was that I wanted to build a bit of rapport with him. I wanted to develop a trusting relationship and understand what his behaviour was communicating. So I worked closely with his family and other staff to identify his triggers, strengths and strategies that helped him feel safe and successful. I introduced predictable routines, visual supports, clear expectations and opportunities for choice. I broke tasks into smaller steps that allowed him to experience more frequent success. And I explicitly taught him how to recognize feelings within his body that would kind of lead him to understand that he was about to become overwhelmed, and then he could use strategies that we'd also learned to manage that dysregulation. Over time, he became much more able to identify what he needed and when he needed it, and he began remaining in activities for longer, recovering from setbacks quicker, and participating more positively with his peers, to the point that he actually developed a few good friends that are still his friends now. Number 3, what do you think makes a great worker? I believe a great key worker is someone who listens carefully, builds genuine rapport and relationships with both the child and the family, and sees the child for who they are within the context of their family life and everyday life. They need to be collaborative and able to bring families, educators and other stakeholders involved in that child's life together, and really focus on transparent communication and not limiting any sort of information given. A great co-worker also needs to be observant and adaptable, and I feel every child and family is different, so it's really getting to know them and then catering towards their communication preferences, their everyday life and how they interact as a family, and just focusing on the dynamics that will help us succeed along with them. I understand this has gone for a bit longer, so I apologise for that, but thank you for your consideration and I hope to hear from you soon.